So hello everyone, let's talk about our next question. This question has been asked in the NEET PG March session 2023. So in this question, a patient presented with a fever and a mass at the glans penis with a verrucous growth, right? Now, what is the treatment of choice? Options are partial penectomy, podophyllin, local application, CO2 laser, 5-fluorouracil, cream application. So there is a histopathological slide that has been given in here as well. Now the typical features that have been shown in the slide is that this is the keratin pulse you can see, right? So this is the keratin pulse, which is characteristics of squamous cell carcinoma. Now here you can see that there is a nest of squamous cell, right? Nest of squamous epithelial cell. Nest of squamous epithelial cell is there. Now here, these are the areas of invasion. These are the areas of invasion that has been seen in this image. So from this image, we can easily able to conclude that the patient is suffering from a verrucous squamous cell cancer, okay, at the glans penis, which is invasive lesion or the deeply invasive lesion has been seen. Now the patient presented with a fever as well. Patient presented with a fever as well. So this kind of verrucous carcinoma penis is also known as the Buschke-Löwenstein tumor. So these are the low grade, slow growing, well differentiated squamous cell variant, and these structures or these variants typically seem to be a exophytic lesion or there is a wart-like growth has been seen. Now this kind of cancer has been seen to be associated with a human papillomavirus infection, typically with a stain 6 and stain 11. And the risk factor for such cases are associated with the chronic irritation, poor hygiene, phimosis. Okay. Now, let's try to understand what are the clinical features of this kind of cases. So, here the patient presented with a painless lesion and there is a cauliflower-like growth on the glans, or sometimes it could be seen on the shaft as well. Okay. Now, sometime with a deeper structure involvement or the deeper invasion, it might be presented with a ulceration or ulcerative growth. Okay. Or sometime it may present on bleed on touch, and sometimes secondarily infected presented with a history of fever, which has been seen or which scenario has been given in this question, right? Now, these kind of cancers are very slow growing. Okay, it's not metastasized distantly, but they are the locally invasive in nature. They typically show the local invasive nature. Now, your diagnosis, you have to take the biopsy. So, in the biopsy, it typically shows a papillomatous growth, well differentiated squamous epithelial cell nest with a minimal atypia. Okay, but if the report suggests you of the deeper invasion, or in case of deeper invasion suspected, you have to go for MRI. Okay, now for the management of such cases, you have to take the consideration of whether it is a superficial or deep cancer, right? So in case of superficial, you can simply go for the local excision or the local resection, or a glansectomy can be done. But in case of deeper involvement, deeper tissue involvement, partial penectomy involving glans and shaft can be done in such cases. Radiotherapy is not preferred option due to the risk of anaplastic transformation in such cases. Okay, so you have to follow up such patient with regular surveillance, just because of there is a chance of recurrence and progression of the disease as well. So the other option that has been given in this question, number one, is a podophyllin application. So this podophyllin application typically preserved for the benign wart of a genital region, which is also known as the condyloma acuminata, and these are the one caused by the human papilloma virus. It is typically ineffective and contraindicated in case of malignant lesion like the verrucous carcinoma of squamous epithelial cells. Now your CO2 laser excision. So your CO2 laser excision typically preserved for the pre-malignant and the benign lesion of the penis as well, but it is not suitable for deeply invading lesion because of the questionable margin clearance. Okay. Then we have the 5-fluorouracil cream. So regarding the 5-fluorouracil cream, you have to understand it has been used for the superficial skin cancer like the actinic keratosis and the superficial basal cell carcinoma. Now these are the one with the ineffective in treating invasive penile malignancy. Okay. So that's why from this question we can easily able to conclude that this is a case of verrucous carcinoma, and we can easily able to go with it. We should always try to go with a partial penectomy in such cases. Okay.